The Walking Dead Season 11 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, I was able to watch this episode early on the Amazon Prime AMC channel, so if you're not caught up to the point where I am in rewatching or watching The Walking Dead, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. If you're a fan of The Walking Dead and are really looking forward to these final 8 episodes and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please smash that like button, share this video with whomever you want, or put this video on any of your social media platforms. Sound off in the comments section about what your thoughts are. I really want to get the conversation started. The Dexter New Blood show was really popular on my channel. I'm kind of surprised because I'm a Walking Dead guy. Granted, I love Dexter as well, but I want everybody to sound off in the comments section. I'll respond to all comments. Tell me what you thought of this episode. What was your score of the episode, and who would be your character of the episode? And last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. This will be The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 17. The title of this episode is called Lockdown. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. We start off with a montage narrated by Judith with previous Walking Dead events. They show Rick Grimes from the pilot episode of The Walking Dead Days Gone By. And it also says like people that are bad, like Negan, Shane, and the governor. That was pretty cool. And then Daryl is killing some walkers and Maggie enters. Lance Hornsby, of course, is after them. Gabriel, Aaron, Negan, and Annie also arrive. Herschel is with Elijah. He's safe, Negan says to Maggie. Daryl says Hornsby's never seen Annie's face before, so they could use her. Negan uses his whisper mask to attack. Commonwealth Trooper is what I'm going to call them. Throws the gun and the walkie-talkie to Daryl. Daryl opens fire on Lance Hornsby and some Commonwealth troopers. Hornsby gets shot while this happens in the arm, and Daryl takes one of the vehicles. And Negan also took the other. And Negan is on a high-speed chase with some Commonwealth troopers following. Daryl eventually cuts them off by crashing into them. We want justice protests from Commonwealth people because of the whole Pamela Milton article about Sebastian. Negan has made it to the Commonwealth. He meets Mercer. And Mercer asks Negan, why are you really here? Says he ran into some trouble, Lance Hornsby, and says that Daryl sent him, and then questions Mercer, like, well, people are doing this. Aren't you supposed to be in charge, sort of thing? Carol's watching the kids, RJ, Judith, and Gracie. I really don't know what Gracie's point is on the show. She doesn't really do anything. I don't know, just my opinion. Carol sees Hornsby's agents, I'm going to call them Shira, and I can't remember the bald guy with the beard, so I'm just going to refer to him as Bald Guy. I apologize, I can't remember his name. Carol says they've got to play the quiet game, so the kids are hiding in the cupboards, and Carol is outside on the window ledge while the Bald Guy and Shira, fake Stephanie, are searching around the apartment. Negan's out and about in the Commonwealth. Jerry sees him, and of course he's surprised to see Negan and asks him what he's doing there. And Negan says he's here to save their asses. He wonders where Carol is. Carol's getting the kids ready to go when there's a knock at the door. It's Jerry with Negan. He tells Carol, it turns out you might have been right, possibly, or probably, about he should have stayed in the damn cabin. Pamela Milton runs into some Commonwealth commoners, I'm going to call them, and they weren't necessarily going to let her go, like let her pass, but they end up doing that because she promises to get to the bottom of this whole article situation. And then Pamela leaves in kind of a reinforced truck. Humiko talks to Magna, and I'm not positive, I know there's going to be a death in the next episode, which I will watch after doing this review. That, to me, seems like them saying goodbye. It might not, but I could see Magna being the death in the next episode. We shall see. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that review. It might be right after I'm done watching it, or I might hold off until sometime on Monday or later on today. It just depends. Magna says if the time comes and they have to go, they're all going together. And then a swarm of walkers is on the way to the Commonwealth. Pamela Milton has initiated a lockdown, the title of the episode, and then Shira and the bald guy are following the kids and Jerry, but Jerry gets some people to get into their way so they can get a little bit further ahead of them. Negan tells Carol that he's married and she's carrying his child. Commonwealth troopers are after Daryl and Maggie. They hide. Maggie tells Daryl, I know Leah meant something to you. I'm sorry. And Daryl says, you aren't going to say sorry. Not to me. So I don't know if Daryl really cared about Leah in the end. Maybe at one point he just completely gave up on her. It's possible. Gabriel, Aaron, Annie, and Annie join Maggie and Daryl's Negan's with Carol right now. Jerry and the kids are still trying to avoid the bald guy. So Shira is being preoccupied, but the bald guy with the beard, I can't remember his name, is still after them. Maggie, Darren, Aaron, Gabriel, and Annie are now in the sewer tunnel. Carol and Negan find Sebastian. Negan steps on Sebastian's hand, or maybe it was his wrist, and asks him, do you know who I am? Carol tells Sebastian she's taking him to his mom. Negan tells Sebastian Carol is throwing him a life raft and he should jump in and save himself from drowning. Somebody realizes that Negan and Carol are trying to get Sebastian to safety, and Negan is actually taken down as this Commonwealth guy knees Negan, and then a Commonwealth trooper hits him in the head with a gun. I think it was in the head. Tear gas is used to clear the people not following the lockdown orders, which Connie, Kelly, and Magna were all in that group. I don't know if anybody else was that we know, but I know for sure they were. Mercer tells Rosita when the time comes and she decides to go, he's got her. A Commonwealth trooper Mercer was trying to help was actually torn apart by walkers, which was pretty brutal, if you ask me. Himiko and Pamela Milton talk about Sebastian, and then Carol arrives with Sebastian. Pamela is relieved, and then she slaps Sebastian. He tells her the story is a lie. Daryl has Lance Hornsby at knife point, as what happened is they set a trap in the sewers where a walker was trying to essentially get some Commonwealth troopers' attention. Initially, it was just a couple of them, and Aaron, Gabriel, and company were hiding, and they ambush him. Well, then all the rest of them, including Lance Hornsby, show up, and Daryl has Lance Hornsby at knife point, and of course, it's all those soldiers, Lance Hornsby against Daryl, Maggie, Annie, Aaron, and Gabriel to end the episode. So I think this was a pretty good episode. Obviously, we know something big is going to happen in the next episode, which I will watch after I film this. I just don't know if I'll do the review right away. So make sure you come back to the channel to see that review at some point. As far as my score of this episode, I'm going to give it an 8.7 out of 10. And the standout characters of this episode, in my opinion, there's a lot of characters that had good moments, but I think there's two that had really good moments that meant something to the episode, and that would be Carol and Negan. Obviously, they did the most in this episode, and I think they are deserving of co-characters of the episode. So you've heard what I have to say, and my throat hurts a little bit here, so I feel like I'm going to throw up for some reason. Anyway, now it's your turn. Like I said before, I always say this. I don't like to repeat it, but I have to. If you're a fan of The Walking Dead and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, don't forget to smash that like button. Share the video with whomever you want, or put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are. I want to get the conversation started. I respond to all comments as long as I'm awake. If I'm not awake, I'll respond to them the next day. If I don't respond to a comment, make sure you leave it again. I always check the YouTube Studio now, because that will tell me comments that I haven't responded to, because for some reason, some comments, I just don't get notifications for them. I don't know why that is. But make sure you let me know what you thought about the episode. What would your score be? And who would be your standout character or characters of the episode? And of course, last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.